We have 8 hours to spare. Well, less than eight now, because the flight was delayed in Boston
which is
because
just
of the
enough time
snow.
to ask yourself one very dangerous question. Should I leave the airport? And the answer is absolutely yes. Especially if you care about architecture, beautiful cities, and spaces that actually make you feel something. This wasn't a full trip, this was a layover. A very
And we're
short,
in
how
Munich.
much beauty can we fit into one day kind of
This
situation.
is outside the airport, Terminal 1.
Munich is one of those cities that doesn't need much time to impress you because it's just visually put together.
We dropped off our carry ons, and after that, going to the train.
Getting from the airport into the city is actually very easy. You take the Munich S-Bahn, usually the S1 or S8, and in about 40 to 45 minutes, you're right in the center. The S-Bahn from the airport to Marienplatz costs about 13 to 14 euros one way. But if you're doing a layover like this, I'd actually recommend the day ticket. It's only a few euros more and it gives you unlimited access to the entire city for the day, which just makes everything feel effortless. No taxis, no confusion. Just a clean, efficient transition from airport to city. And honestly, this ride becomes part of the experience because Munich doesn't hit you all at once. It reveals itself gradually, from the outskirts to more structured neighborhoods, and then into something that feels unmistakably European. There's a moment on the train where you realize you've left the airport world behind, and by the time you step out at Marienplatz, you're already surrounded by it.
We missed the clock. We missed it. It's
The
at
first
12.
thing I noticed about Munich was how composed it feels. Not stiff, not cold, just intentional. The streets feel aligned, the facades feel related, and the proportions feel calm.
Where are we today, Chino? Huh? We Marienplatz, Munich.
And if you notice cities through scale, symmetry, material, and rhythm, Munich immediately feels satisfying. It's one of those places where simply walking already feels like an experience. And this is where Munich gives you that moment, that, okay, this was worth it moment. This part of the city feels layered,
Dad?
historic, and quietly dramatic. The architecture doesn't just sit there looking beautiful,
There you
it
go.
actually creates the atmosphere.
We missed
The
the
scale, the verticality, the detailing, it all works together to make the space feel important. And suddenly, your layover feels cinematic.
no more YouTube videos. We are now in Munich. And we're looking for something to eat.
What makes Munich stand out isn't just one building, it's the consistency, the materials, the roof lines, the rhythm of the streets. Everything feels like it belongs to the same idea. And that's what makes a city feel designed. Not trendy, not forced, just resolved. Munich understands something a lot of places forget, that architecture isn't just about objects, it's about how everything works together. If you only have a few hours here, don't rush it. Just walk. because Munich rewards attention. You'll notice things that aren't even on the map: a quiet street, a framed view, a detail you almost missed.
Which one is this? Did you get the same?
Yeah.
Mm.
And those moments are what stay with you.
So this is what they call the beer garden. You can sit down and get Bavarian food.
At some point, you stop walking and you sit down for something properly Bavarian. Because food here isn't just a stop, it's part of the cultural architecture of the city.
He was like blue.
Blue.
Cheer.
I saw him point. You're about to give the 10.
It's good.
Cheers.
It's hearty, unapologetic, and grounded in tradition. Think crispy schnitzel, sausages that feel like they've been perfected over generations, and the kind of bread and pretzels that don't need explaining. And then, of course, there's the beer, not as a novelty, but as something that feels completely natural to the rhythm of the place. And sitting here in the middle of a short layover, you realize this is the moment where Munich shifts from something you're observing to something you're actually experiencing.
How is it? It's good? Picture?
Just steps from Marienplatz, you step inside the Heilig-Geist-Kirche. I hope I'm not butchering that. And immediately, the city softens. The architecture shifts into something more expressive. Ornate ceilings, layered detail, light that feels almost painted into the space. It's not restrained, it's immersive. And in contrast to the square outside, it gives Munich a completely different rhythm. With its Baroque interiors, you pause, because part of understanding a city is sitting still inside it, watching how people move, how the space feels when you're not rushing through it. That's when Munich really lands. Munich doesn't feel chaotic, it feels cultured. There's history, but also restraint. There's detail, but it never feels overwhelming. And that balance is what makes the architecture work. It doesn't try to impress you, it just quietly does. What anchors this space is the Neues Rathaus, Munich's new town hall. With its layered, almost theatrical Gothic revival facade, it's incredibly detailed, very vertical, and designed to feel civic.
Welcome to Munich.
Right across from it, you'll also find the Altes Rathaus, simpler, older, and a quiet contrast to all that ornament. And together they frame the square in a way that makes the entire space feel intentional, not just historic, but composed. And then you hear the bells, the Glockenspiel in the Neues Rathaus Tower. For a moment, the architecture comes alive. For just 8 hours, this felt like the perfect amount of city. Not rushed, not exhausting. Just enough to step out, see something beautiful, and reset. And honestly, that's exactly what a layover should be. So if you ever have a long layover in Munich, leave the airport, especially if you love architecture, beautiful streets, and cities that feel intentional. Munich may not demand attention, but it absolutely earns it. If you've had a layover that surprised you, tell me where it was. And if you're into design, interiors, and architecture through more cinematic lens, subscribe to Says Interiors because the details always matter. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to come back for the next one. It'll be even more spectacular, I promise. Hit the subscribe button, and if you want to share this video, I'll greatly appreciate it. And remember, style is what you make or break. Love and light to all. Bye.
On good journey. Goodbye.
Look, someone's eating.
Goodbye.